Kia ora koutou, talofa lava, malola leni, symbol of Anaka, and welcome to Kiwi News Briefs. Hi, I'm Beno, and welcome to a roundup of what's happening up and down New Zealand, Aotearoa, and around the world. So welcome. Well, our first story is the protests right across the USA, anti-Republican, anti-Donald Trump. America has finally come to its senses, and everyone looking from the outside of USA has seen this, have watched this. Senseless war, the Republican enablers who have allowed the sex trafficking case and Epstein files to continue. Let the Epstein class fight the Epstein war. Thank you, USA. Now, the war has actually spurred lots of prices increases around the world on gas and petrol. And in South Auckland in Manurewa, they found out that someone had sliced through a gasoline gas pipe in order to siphon out gas, liquid gas and petrol, and it was spilling out into a river. You got to give those people out in South Auckland, kudos for their creativity. Only in South Auckland, I say. Now, having said that, the lengths that people have gone to find cheaper gas or even just siphon it, the Prime Minister was asked, how are we going with our supplies of, well, lack of supplies of gas and petrol? And he said, business as usual. And here we are in New Zealand with 53 airlines grounded and 161 delays at the airports today. That shows you how much the Prime Minister Luxem has his finger on the pulse. He looks up to Trump, and so there you go. Their world's falling apart, and we had the lady from ACT leave last week. And so they're all falling apart slowly. So stand up against these politicians who are just in it for themselves. They have up to $400,000 to $500,000 a year, and look what they've done to the world in their salaries. Anyway, if you know your rights, then stand up for them, because the only person that is going to suffer is you. So if you know that the prices are too high, and the prices were too high for gas and petrol in New Zealand before this happened, so was housing, so was renting. Stand up, go and just join these marches and protests. If you only knew, those of us who study law, we know how many rights we have. And so if you look in on how many rights you do have as a civil rights person, or just knowing your rights in society, you would know that the politicians have pulled the wool over everyone's eyes, from Russia to Ukraine to USA to Iran. And this week leading up to Easter, it's supposed to be like really, really reflective, and people who are causing war, people in Israel. How disrespectful are you guys? I can't believe you guys. No wonder you're always in trouble. Make sure that you look in on elderly people this weekend. Take people for a walk. When the world needs a lot more love. And just know that we've got a crazy man in the White House in America. We've got a loser follower sheep as our Prime Minister here in New Zealand, and we don't need to actually listen to them. Stand up for your rights, people. Head on out there, do your Easter shopping, and have a great week, everyone. We'll be putting on Easter recipes later on in the week.